Now, making a list of words. So this is important for me because sometimes it really can be confused when you don't know how to use the words. For instance, you have verbs, nouns, adjectives. This is my personal classification. Verbs in green, noun blue, adjectives red, adverbs yellow, slang black, or informal white, phrasal verbs, preposition and conjunctions. And my idea was that it's important that you must separate if some words can be used as nouns and verbs, other words are just verbs. So the important here is that I want to create a list where it could be like a base where words that I don't know yet, that I couldn't understand, that can be as a reminder, where because I'm starting to realize that if I write those words, it's not the same, because they say paper is going to be forgotten, but not this video. So this is why I think it's so important. Then I said the verbs in green, nouns blue, adjectives red, adverb yellow, slang black, informal words white, phrasal verbs gray, and prepositions and conjunctions in purple or violet. For instance, here we have with, and for instance, that word it has two meanings, and by that I mean that we can use it as a verb and as a noun, and even weaver. That is actually a person who weaves, but weave means interlaced, invent, twist, and it's like when somebody work in a looming, and that's what it means: interlace, invent, twist, to make clothes or fabrics. Then we have weaves, whoops, that is the past, woven, weaving, that is the gerund. But we have weaves as a noun, that is a woven style in a cloth or a garment. Weaver, a person who weaves. Then, for instance, this word garney or garneys, it's a wheel stretcher. And we have, for instance, another word that is people with disabilities. People with disabilities, those who have long-term physical, mental, or intellectual impairments or sensory. Immunodeficiency, that is a noun, that is the inability to produce an adequate immune system because of an insufficiency. For instance, we have in lieu, that is a preposition that means instead. Restive, it's an adjective, so that it means restless, to be tense, rebellious. Hulk or hulks is a noun, that is ruin ship, large boat, clumsy looking person. Another preposition is albeit, that it actually means although. Allegiance, that means loyalty. Allegiance, it sounds like a verb, but actually not. And that is the important thing, that you must know and be confident how to use it, because when you don't know how to use a verb or a noun, if you don't know if it's a verb or a noun, it sounds like a verb, right? Allegiance, but not. It's it means that you are loyalty, or to be loyalty actually. Yeah. Manure, animal dung for fertilizing land. For instance, we have two meanings here: manure, animal dung, manuring, apply manure to a land, like fertilizing. Lease, those, I think that to know these words, it can be really helpful for us, because if we know that one word has different meanings, it's going to be much more powerful. Of course that every word is important, but I think if we know that a word can be used as a noun and as a verb, then we are memorizing, and if we can internalizing those words, I believe that it can be much more easier for us. For instance, leases, that actually is a noun, a contract by which one party conveys land, property, services, etc. to another for a specified time. Or it is a verb as well. Leases, list, listen, grant a property on lease, let, rent. An adjective, piecemeal, bit by bit, or going slowly. Piecemeal, adverb, in an unsystematic way. On hit, an adjective, on hit means not attend or listened to. Not attend or listened to. Oust is just the verb. Actually, this is I found this on Google, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm trusting the source of Google. I could be wrong, but I'm going to trust Google, because I think their archive is well informed. Maybe I am wrong, but I'm going to trust this source. So oust, it means, it's a verb that means ousted, ousting, expel, or in law, deprive, plight. For instance, this is tricky. Plights, that means trouble, predicament. I think we can use ordeal here as well. Ordeal. No, but I'm not sure. I'm going to put this till the at the last minute. But plighting, it means pledge, be engaged to marry. Yeah, pledge or be engaged to marry. Fitful, spasmodic, sporadic is an adjective. Frenzy, frenzies, madness, hysteria is a noun. Plunder, a noun as well, but it's a verb as well. Robbery, pillage, looting, but the verb means almost the same. Plunders, plundered, plundering. Pillage, loot, roof. We have a noun, sea lane, ship route. We have another noun, curtailment, reduction, cut, decrease. The noun happenstance or happenstances. That actually means a consonant is a noun. Hitherto, an adjective that means toward this place, but it's an adverb as well on this side. For instance, we have a phrasal verb that is not this is a said where is hither and thither, here and there. A phrase, just a phrase. Ageism is a noun or a concept that actually means prejudice for a person's age. Rude, to be rude, ruder, rudest, impolite, crude, abrupt is an adjective. Attendant is a noun, or attendants, this is the plural. Waiter, to be like a person who brings a service in a store, in another place, like in a gas station. We can see that in Mexico City, but I think in United States is not so common to have attendance in a gas station, for instance. And then we have here attendant is an adjective that means associated, related. Yeah, this is the important thing, because if you know that you can use it as a noun, but you have here as well an adjective, then it's going to be really important, because then the words are not fixed in just one meaning. It's like actually like those units that are actually vectors, and it's not the magnitude, but you have different meanings. You have I can compare this as a vector, or these magnitudes that are vectors. They have a magnitude, they have a position, and they have certain angle. Well, this is another thing, but this is the way that I can see this. For instance, milei, that is milice, tumult, disturbance, disorder. Abide is only a verb that means tolerate, continue, obey, accept. Abides, the third person, abided or abode, and I think this is archaic, or abided, abiding, and you can use it as a past or participle. Shenanigan. This is a noun that is informal. I found this word in the Washington Post, and they use these words, and I was like, what? Shenanigan? It's a secret activity, mischief. We have milei. It's a noun, an incongruous mixture or of things. Milei, or we have adjectives, milder, mildeust, incongruously buried in appearance or character, disparate. And disparate. Let me know about this. Let me know how to say this. Disparate. Okay, is this word? It's pronounced disparate. Okay. Ponder. For instance, if we know that this is only a verb and not a noun, it's just a verb, then we know that we can use it. Do you remember that I put some formulas where you can use these verbs as a formula, and you can conjugate these verbs? This is why I am doing this, because if you know that you have those verbs and you use it in those tenses, then you know, then you are going to have much more weapons to use it in if you want to create sentences or trying to understand those phrases in everywhere. So this is the idea. But pondering, think about, carefully consider. Then you know that you can use it as a synonym instead of say I think that, or if you say I ponder, it gives you another level, because think, it's so popular and everybody talks that word. Well, skate is a noun that means harm, injury, but it can be used as a verb that means, actually I think it's archaic, but I heard this word with Jordan Peterson, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But scathing is harm or injure. Sublimity is a beautiful word. World. Sublimity, noun, very good in the quality or state of being. Delusion is a noun. Deception, misapprehension. Abdicated, abdicating. Resign, reject, disown. Verb. Abdicate is a verb. Cram is a verb. Third person, crammed is a regular verb. Cramming, fill, that means fill, pack, jam. We have order, that means complete. It's an adjective, but you can use it as a verb, and actually it means emit a sound or say something, maybe in a guttural sound. Speak, maybe. Speak, uttering, emit a voice. Noggin, noun. Noggins, this is informal. That means head, or a unit that can be measured as a pint of something. Victimhood is a noun, is a concept. The state of being victim losses is a noun. Waste, deprivation. Bulwark, a noun that means fortification. Ship defense or protection in a ship. Loom is a noun and a verb. Looms, it has to do with the word that we were saying at the first time. I think it was weave. And looms is the machine for weave things. For instance, machine for weaving fabric, or it means as well a shadow. The verb is loomed, looming, emerge, defy, appear. Bulge is a noun and a verb. Bulges, that means swelling or a protuberance. Bulged, bulging, swell. Ballooned, that actually it's a noun and a verb as well. Abridge, it's a verb only. Abridged, abridging. Low curtailment, cut, shorten. Furthermore is it's a preposition or conjunction. I don't know very well what is the difference, but they are not so common. But yeah, it's really important to know as well, because those words connect the ideas. But here we have furthermore, and it means besides. Another verb, it's confer or confers, conferred, conferring, that means grant, bestow, consult. Lynch is a cognate in Spanish. Lynches, lynched, lynching, execute, or kill. A lot, not the preposition a lot, but a lot in this. Here it means a lot, allotted, alluding, assign. Cream is a noun, thick liquid or lotion, but creams, it means as well a verb. Creamed, creaming, rub a cream, or heat with another car. Be sexually aroused. And we have touch off. This is a phrasal verb that means provoke. Hostage, noun, hostages, captive persons. De facto, it's a conjunction in practice. No, I'm wrong. It's an adjective that means in practice, in reality. De facto, it's an adverb as well, and you can use it actual, real. Dense, an adjective, is a cognate. The adjective means thick, heavy, or an informal means stop it, stop it. You can use it with the comparatives, denser, densest. Alright. An adjective that means wrong or asymmetrical. Penchant, it's a noun that means perchance, that means leaking preference, like to be biased to something. Throughout, complete, total, rigorous. Throughout, complete, total, rigorous. Abhorrent, hated, detestable, loathsome is an adjective. Whack is a noun that means dull, stupid. What I found here is that informal. Spoof, it means a parody. It's a noun, but you can use it as a verb as well, but those are informal. Informal verbs and informal nouns. It's important, I think, because you are going to write something, you must use it formal words. Spoofing, that means imitate. And this is the list for now. And that's all for now. So I hope that you can memorize those words and use it and internalize those words. And actually I'm going to make another list that I think I'm going to look for the most common words in English, and I think it's going to be really helpful as well, because almost all the words and all the verbs that we use in English, they are so common, but we must know as well how to use it, because some words are not just verbs, they can use it as a nouns, and we must be cautious how to use it. So this is everything for now.